for 2023 is the Springfield Echelon. The striker-fired polymer frame pistol features Springfield's new variable interface system for mounting multiple optic footprints and the serialized cog fire control for inserting into multiple frames. Find out more at springfield-armory.com.
In America, a fight about the best survival caliber breaks out in the comments section of a YouTube video every 10 seconds. Every 90 seconds, a FUD enters the chat and types 2 world wars in all caps, and every 3 minutes, somebody references a Garand Thumb ice test video. Today on Tundra Tactical, we take no prisoners when we tell you what your favorite prepper caliber says about you. So sit back, prepare to get your sacred cow served rare, and let's start the show.
Yes! That's awesome!
If your apocalypse caliber is 22 long rifle, then I want to thank you for being a mobile loot drop for the rest of us. That'll help keep us survivors with far superior calibers entertained as we rove the desolate wastelands playing overconfident dead guy scavenger hunt. It's bound to be as popular as the first season of Yellowstone. Please pack extra Snickers and hot sauce for the rest of us. You are undoubtedly already in the comment section bragging about how many rounds you can carry. Of course, you don't actually own that many rounds of ammunition, but hypothetically, you assure yourself you could carry that much ammo. These hypothetical rounds of ammunition are stacked right next to the hypothetical gym you go to where you hypothetically lift weights. I also assume it's in Canada, so you can visit your girlfriend.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
You stacked a few boxes of 22 long rifle in your survival closet next to your tactical skinny jeans. Worried about all those chemicals and MREs, you've decided tofu will be your primary calorie source. You have pounds of it packed in your bug out bag, along with extra scrunchies to keep your man bun in perfect shape. Confident in your preparations, you sit comfortably on your hemp couch and Netflix your favorite Nicholas Sparks movie, wishing somebody would make you their little spoon. Ah, the 9mm, the basic white girl of apocalypse firearms. With 9mm being so plentiful, you tell yourself there's no need to stockpile it, since it's going to be everywhere in the apocalypse and you can just grab a box or two here or there as needed. You would stockpile it though if you could afford it, but that Bachelor of Arts degree in ancient Latin shockingly isn't getting you very far. Who knew majoring in a dead language wasn't an in-demand skill? This, in the business, is what we call foreshadowing about how long you'll last in the apocalypse.
You suck!
You have strong opinions on whether Starbucks should serve pumpkin spice lattes all year round or save them as a special treat in the fall. You're the guy who insists on telling everyone that size, it doesn't matter. It's all about shot placement. This is why your Tinder profile reads, "Come try the motion of the ocean," with a picture of you holding your pet corgi at the beach. Vaping is your most interesting personality trait. The contraption that you vape on is about the size of a freaking lightsaber, and you constantly refer to it as your rig. You'd spend more time shooting, but instead you have to devote all your free time to changing coils and finding properly sized kyber crystals so you can puff on that sweet mango ice flavor cancer. Hey, if you run 9mm, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe so I can afford more coils.
You're a douchebag. You're a douchebag.
If your apocalypse caliber is 45 ACP, you know you are well prepared for any end of the world scenario. You have a year's worth of Ensure meal replacement drinks in your basement. I mean, the Ensure really isn't for the end of the world. You just had an expiring coupon and you couldn't resist such a great deal at Costco. With your trusty 1911 and Thompson subgun, you plan to rule your gated senior community with an iron fist as president of the Homeowners Association. An apocalypse, folks, is no reason to violate HOA rules.
Smokey, this is not Nam, this is bowling. There are rules.
You and the Holy Floaters water aerobics team will seize power and crack replace knees when the world falls apart. Now you're not as fast as you used to be. That's why you had a holster installed on your rascal scooter. If your apocalypse caliber is 40 Smith & Wesson, I want to congratulate you for your winning bid at your county sheriff's surplus firearms sale. 40 Smith & Wesson owners learned everything they needed to know about firearms when they attended the police academy in 1990. They own 5 nickel-plated Smith & Wesson 4006s, all made from real American metal. At the range, they ask anyone with a modern 9mm how they shoot that plastic toy.
One more Neutrogena tantrum out of you and you're getting the gate, bud. Try me.
40 Smith & Wesson owners' facial hair come in only 2 styles, the cop mustache and the porn cop mustache. When they were police, they only volunteered for things like vice and narcotics. Now that they've retired, they're regulars on the local swinger scene and first to break out the edibles. Their apocalypse planning is based on watching the A-Team as a kid, and this has led them to up armor an 86 Bago with the cow catcher, plate steel, and metal spikes on the outside. But inside, baby, it's disco lights, a waterbed, and easy to disinfect vinyl seats. The plan is to take the shaggin' wagon up to Reno and live out the apocalypse, offering mustache rides and penicillin. Sounds like that could be a country song. Mustache rides and penicillin. I got my good time and feeling. If your apocalypse caliber is 7.62 by 39, you and your trusty Kalashnikov will survive the apocalypse and establish the tracksuit empire of your dreams. Your confidence in your AK is merited. After all, it's a battle-tested firearm. However, just like a Russian conscript, you have no actual training.
Fight me, haters! Fight me, haters!
You bought the AK mainly for the Instagram flex, posing with it in front of your mom's Miata for your SoundCloud profile pic. Your album, Cul-de-sac Gangster, is up to over 200 views, by the way. Hey, that's also a clean AK you have there. That's not a good thing, bud. Your sum total of prepping consists of stocking enough chocolates and nylons in your basement bunker to guarantee an entire Soviet division a good time back when they liberated Poland in 1944. The rest of your preparations are equally anachronistic, but the prize of your collection is that hazmat suit painted with the Adidas stripes you purchased on Etsy. You meant to study prepping, but you got distracted by dashcam videos and sneaker drops, as we all do. You've learned that grandpa's sitting on enough insure to feed you for years, and if the apocalypse comes, it might as well be time to raid that gated community and redistribute some wealth. If your apocalypse caliber is .308 Winchester, you're probably rocking an AR-10 you built yourself and refer to as the Beast. Your first choice, however, wasn't a .308, having bought into the 224 Valkyrie hype train first. But you now acknowledge that some mistakes were made, and you've given into the pragmatism of the .308. While your shooting skills are above average, the idea of surviving the apocalypse sounds just like too much work. Buddy, you get cranky when the Wi-Fi connection's slow, and you sweat indoors in the fall. The last thing you hunted for was the remote control, and that almost got away. I mean, how did it end up in the freezer anyways? Speaking of remote controls, you still have a VCR you refuse to give up, claiming that you need it to watch old family tapes. I mean, it just sits in the basement with a dragon's hoard of old electronics next to it, just in case you need them. You haven't gotten these survival supplies because they would displace those old speakers and cassette deck. Your survival plan is to drop the Valkyrie rifle in the middle of the street as bait and harvest supplies from those who wander by. Why scavenge when you can make the loot come to you?
Yeah, we ratting on the gabagoo.
If your apocalypse caliber is 5.56 NATO, you have made a very pragmatic choice. Easily the most available caliber in the US and countries in Europe currently not trying to annex things. This is the practical wisdom of survivalists on the internet. You take pride in being in the crowd that's making the right choice. Unfortunately, correlation is not causation, and your desire to follow the crowd has had other less favorable outcomes.
What an idiot! Oh, what a loser!
Like a lemming learning cliff diving on the job, the impact of your decisions hits you in the face before you've thought them through. Your Monster Energy drink tattoo covering up a Four Loko tattoo is testimony to this. You follow every tactical trend and have switched the rifle setup of your AR-15 so much, it's not sure what bathroom to use. Your closet? Well, that's a museum to trendy for a minute clothes with t-shirts from Tap Out, Von Dutch, Ed Hardy, and random tactical coffee companies. Your Chevy Silverado's back window is covered with so many stickers proclaiming no fear. Calvin relieving himself on Ford logos, and Spartan helmets, they blot out the sun. Your survival plan is to hook up with your Tarkov Discord group at the local Piggly Wiggly, build a base, and camp harder than Kaban. Everyone's gonna show up fully kitted, realizing the only tools anyone brought were themselves.
Gee dang it.
If you get that reference, you should come join me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tundra Gaming Live, where I'm live almost 7 days a week. Stepping into the realm of the unique, we have the 5.7x28, the favorite caliber of executive protection details and people who like to talk about how much it can defeat soft body armor. This is the caliber of the high-tech urban survivalist. You 5.7 evangelists can't envision why anybody would ever leave the city. Your entire survival plan is based on going no further than the pretentious cupcake bakery at the end of the block. By the way, the bakery, umami or not, here I crumb, only makes wasabi and umami flavored cupcakes in the shape of other food.
That's nasty.
You find a way to drop into every conversation about how you were into Bitcoin before it was cool. You wear glasses without prescription lenses just for the aesthetic. Your idea of a wild night out is debating the merits of different Linux distributions. And let's be real, the only thing high velocity in your life is that personal toy you ordered from your favorite OnlyFans influencer. You think owning a niche caliber makes you mysterious and edgy. Newsflash, it doesn't make you mysterious. It just makes you that guy who's always complaining about ammo prices.